Did you know that in 50% of the cases, the very first symptom of heart disease is sudden death? Scary, right? And do you want to know the 4 most dangerous threats to your heart and how to sort them out? This is Dr. Lenny DaCosta, a geriatric physician, a functional medicine expert, and the author of the upcoming book, Is Your Doctor Keeping You Sick? My dear friends, even before we go and see what the threats to our heart are, what and how to prevent them, we need to understand what is it that causes heart disease. No, it's not cholesterol. We have been fed for so many years that if we can control our cholesterol levels, we will not have any heart disease. Sadly, that's not the truth. In fact, it is far from the truth. Cholesterol is made in your liver. It is made to heal your body, to repair your body. 25% of cholesterol goes to your brain because your brain is made of cholesterol. The lower your cholesterol as you age, the more you're going to lose your cognitive power, the more you're going to lose all the power that you have of thinking, of memory, etc., etc. So cholesterol is a marginal player in this heart disease. Cholesterol is present in all those plaques that actually do block your arteries, but it is not the cause. You know what the cause is? The cause is inflammation. Inflammation is again a process of our immune system that is made to protect us. But when it is chronic and it keeps happening inside the artery over and over again, and we can do nothing about it, or we don't do anything about it, it causes the plaque formation, which is the cause of our heart disease. Now, the 4 most dangerous threats to our heart are the 4 most important causes of heart disease. And we have to start with the most obvious one, the one that we consume on a daily basis. Number 1 cause is sugar. Sugar and high carb diets. What does sugar do to our bodies? The amount of sugar that we take in, it stimulates insulin production, high insulin production, high weight gain, and it causes diabetes. Insulin on its own causes inflammation and is a marker for heart disease. So how do you stay away from the sugar? 1, stop having foods that are processed. Stop using foods that have got artificial sweeteners. Look for all the packaging. Look for things like high corn fructose syrup. High corn fructose syrup is the worst sugar substitute that you can have. It damages your liver and it causes heart disease. So most of your sauces, every one of them present in the market, has got high corn fructose syrup. Most of the juices that you have in Tetra Paks have got high corn fructose syrup. Stay away from them. So first, try and avoid all processed foods. Secondly, when you prepare food, use natural fruit juices to ensure that that are used for sweetening of your food. Third, use raw honey or maple syrup, natural maple syrup, as sweeteners. Don't use artificial sweeteners as well, because they too stimulate insulin secretion, thus releasing a high amount of insulin in your blood. And finally, when you are preparing food, add a little cinnamon to them so that it gets your insulin sensitivity. So whatever insulin is released is used up, and it does not cause the inflammation that it normally causes, because it is too much in your bloodstream, or too much in your blood due to the high sugar content. So the one way to get rid of the high sugar is stop using it. If you need to have a dessert, use dark chocolate. It has got its own benefits. So the first thing that you need to do is get rid of the first threat, that is your sugar. Your number 2 threat under that sugar is your high carb diet. Reduce the amount of carbs in your food, increase your proteins, increase your fats, and I'll come to that a little later. The second most important or most dangerous threat to your heart and the most important cause of inflammation, which causes heart disease, is bad fats. Now, what do I mean by bad fats? It is every oil that you use from the market. All trans fats and omega-6 polyunsaturated fats in excess are bad for you. All trans fats are bad for you. All polyunsaturated fats, all omega-6 in excess are bad for you. Now, when you have lots of trans fats in your diet, these trans fats get into your arteries and they cause the damage of your internal arteries, the internal lining of your arteries. And this causes inflammation, this causes plaque formation. So you need to stop using trans fats. But what are trans fats? Trans fats are every oil in the market. Every oil in the market which is hydrogenated, which is processed, is all heated. Any polyunsaturated fat that is heated causes trans fat. So every oil that you have in the market which is processed, which is hydrogenated, or all hydrogenated vegetable oils are all trans fats. You need to move to omega-3 or monounsaturated fatty acids, and these are virgin olive oil and virgin coconut oil. Both are cold pressed, they're not heated. Virgin coconut oil, virgin olive oil are the 2 oils that you can use. So this is the second threat that you can avoid by just changing the kind of oils and fats that you have. The higher fat content of your coconut oil or olive oil in your food will reduce the demand for carbohydrates and sugar. Thus, you're taking care of both in your diet. The third is, I've spoken about this in the past, but it is something that I need to put in. The third dangerous threat to your heart and a cause for inflammation is emotional stress. Now, what happens in emotional stress? One of the most common things that happens in emotional stress, you start getting neck pain, headache, body ache, and things like that. But more than anything else, emotional stress releases a lot of cortisol. When cortisol is released, it shuts your body down. It causes the same thing that sugar causes. It increases your insulin resistance. It creates too much of insulin in your body. It causes weight gain. It causes a fight or flight response for your body. And you don't want this to happen. So how do you reduce stress? The common way that most people tell you, and most doctors tell you, is go do some meditation, go do some yoga. Yes, but I'll give you 3. Besides yoga and meditation, you need to do some deep breathing. One of the best ways to do is deep breathing. You can exercise a lot, it reduces the stress. If you go and do a lot of physical exercise, it reduces the stress. But the easiest, because many a times when we're stressed, we are at the end of the day. We can't do exercise or deep breathing or yoga or meditation at that point in time. So the easiest today that you have is your handphone. Switch it on and go to YouTube and look at comics who are there. Laugh. You need to laugh a lot, because laughter brings in those hormones, those neurotransmitters that are act exactly opposite the cortisol that has been released, and hence helps your body fight the stress response in your brain and in your rest of your body. And finally, the 4th most dangerous threat to your heart, and the most important one as far as inflammation in your body goes, is environmental toxins. This could be heavy metals, this could be plastics, this could be anything. I've spoken a lot about heavy metals. In fact, my clinics have been treating thousands of patients over the last 18 years, in fact 25,000 plus patients, by detoxifying them for heavy metals. We do it in the form of IV detox, but you can do it at home. And it's very, very simple. 1, Eat organic foods. Eat local foods. Because all these do not have any heavy metals from the soil or from the environment in them. Number 2, exercise regularly. Number 3, hydrate, because the more you hydrate, the better is your detoxification. You can get your natural organs, that's your liver and your kidneys, to kind of detox your body and throw these environmental toxins out. So you need to hydrate a lot. Number 4, fast. Yes, you need to fast. Fasting is one way that you can give some rest to your body so that it is better equipped to handle these environmental toxins. You need to understand that the more environmental toxins you get in, the more you overwhelm your detoxifying or the organs that detoxify your body and throw these environmental toxins out. So one way is fasting. So I've given you 4 different ways that you can detoxify yourself even at home. And when it gets tough, you can always get to people like us all across the country who are there to help you. My dear friends, if you like this video, please share it. Please understand that heart disease is here to stay. It is there, creating so much of problems. Despite all our efforts to get rid of it and all the advances in medicine, we are not in a position to get rid of it. It still is one of the biggest threats today, and therefore all you can do is ensure that you protect yourself from being one of those casualties of heart disease. And therefore I've given you this video. Go through it as many times and share it with as many people. Do give me a like, do come to my YouTube channel and watch the other videos that I have. I have even in greater detail told you how heavy metals affect you, or how cortisol affects you, or how stress affects you. So do come and watch all that. But yes, do share, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.